Bonjour. We are northwest of Lyon in the center of France, and it's a beautiful morning. This is where I began today, outside this small chateau here. And well, that's not important. What is important is that we are midway, 4 stages into an 8-stage Critérium du Dauphiné 2024. We've already learned a lot. Remco Evenepoel is on top, and he's back. After an injury in the Tour of the Basque Country, he's winning again. Primoz Roglic, he's back, going strong, not first in the GC, but right there and fighting for the race overall. And a lot of other riders, and that's important because we're 23 days away from the 2024 Tour de France. So, after the time trial, oh look, the buses and the team cars are heading to the start. After the time trial yesterday and the big mountain stages to come, 3 summit finishes in a row, I want to speak to the riders to find out what indicators we have at this race, the form indicators, and what it all means with the Tour de France in 3 weeks' time. We got to get going. This Critérium du Dauphiné ends with a bang. Those are some steep summit finishes, those final 3 days.
Yeah, exactly. We got Friday and the weekend with quite hard stages. Especially Friday will be probably a little bit more explosive. We don't have too many climbs before the final climb. And yeah, they're quite steep for Dauphiné. Normally we would be finishing on sort of 5-7% climbs, whereas now they're more like 8-9%, which makes it a bit harder.
Yeah, they're definitely steep climbs. So yeah, I hope I have the legs and can enjoy it. But yeah, on paper they're really nice climbs for me.
Yeah, they'll definitely be pretty true climbs. There's not going to be too much hiding on those climbs. I think they're pretty steep. I think the strongest rider will come out winning on top of those climbs. So yeah, just gotta hope for some good legs.
Do you know these climbs that are ending each of the 3 stages that we face?
No, not at all. I mean, yeah, the last one, I think I did it from the other side normally. It's a gravel on the top, but all the rest, not really.
Will we get a good indicator of Tour de France form in those final 3 days with now's 23 days to go to the Tour de France?
I think, yeah, some of the more experienced guys you can obviously glean a little more from, like the bigger GC names and, you know, how they go on the weekend. But yeah, I mean, I'm just hoping if my legs are good now, I'm going to hope that they're good in 3 weeks. I mean, tomorrow we're already going to see pretty clearly who the strongest riders in the group in the race are, and yeah, a lot of these guys will be looking for a Tour de France podium as well, so it'll be pretty exciting.
What indicators did you see from our top 2 GC guys here, Remco and Rog?
Well, it looks like Remco, obviously super solid condition in the time trial. To take 30 seconds, I think, out of Primoz is quite impressive. There's 1 TT in the Tour, so we'll be interesting to see how he does that.
It's hard to say. I think in a time trial, they both are some of the best in the world. There's the Olympic champion and world champion, so I think, yeah, they're time trial specialists, both of them, and so it makes sense that they did good TTs, but also, yeah, I think they're in pretty good form, and both of them are ready to take on the Tour, it seems like.
Remco, I think a lot of people maybe expected that. I mean, even if he's not on peak fitness, he can always knock out a pretty impressive time trial. Primoz, I think it's pretty impressive. He was really not far off of the win yesterday. I think it was 30-40 seconds or something maybe. For how well he can climb as well, I think that he's probably the main favorite so far. And then yeah, I guess it's probably looking pretty good for him for the Tour.
Yeah, we will have a really good, I think, indication of how it goes. Still, I wouldn't really, stay fixed to it, because yeah, I mean, I also won Dauphiné already, but I never won Tour, so it's no guarantee into anything.
Remco Evenepoel's up on the stage now, doing the team sign-in. We heard from Primoz Roglic. As soon as Remco rolls down here in the yellow jersey, we're gonna hear from him, because it's craziness in this Critérium du Dauphiné as the Tour de France approaches. Everybody wants to know everything about these riders and about the form. Will you promise us a show, and are the fans promised a show in these final 3 summit finishes that come in the next 3 days?
Yeah, I mean, well, I think I have no other solution. I think I have to try to fight for the jersey. I have to try to hang on as long as possible. I think I'm the lucky one to be in advance of the others, so they have to attack us, they have to attack me. If I have the legs to follow, I will be up there. And yeah, I'm hoping to feel the improvements that I felt over the last days. I think that would be very good. But I think there's no pressure, no rush. But of course, now that we are in this position, we have to fight for it.
There he goes, Remco Evenepoel. We got 3 more tough stages to go in this Critérium du Dauphiné, all steep monsters. And the Tour de France, 23 days around the corner. An indication of form? Yes, we're gonna have that. And a show? Yes, we're gonna have that. And hopefully, at the end of it all, we're gonna have a better understanding of how Primoz, Remco, and not just those 2, but how the other 2, Jonas and Tadej Pogačar, are heading towards June 29th and the Tour de France 2024.